break the rules to land the job. Isn't it kind of ridiculous that we believe that 1 in 1,000 applications is a good way to place our bets on? Like when we bet on ourselves in the job market and we put in one application out of thousands, we don't know if it gets seen or not. And we keep doing that over and over and over again, and we don't get the results. And then we say, this isn't fair, that maybe we can do something differently. So I want to share how I stopped waiting for the job market to be fair, and I just made it my own game completely. Did things people said I shouldn't do, said things people said I shouldn't say, and where it got me and how it consistently got me hired over and over and over again. How it has served me in my business as well, because entrepreneurship is a game of making your own rules, which actually served me well. So I want to share with you the rules of the job search. You need to know what they are before you can break them, but I'm sure you know. So the first one, apply to as many jobs as you can, is the numbers game. Nope, totally disagree with that. It's a numbers game, but not in that way, because that has terrible odds. So the second rule is get education, get educated, get everything you need beforehand, and then go and tell them, look, I have this degree, I have this certification, now you can hire me. eh, Also doesn't work. Otherwise, everyone with that information would have a high paying job. Everyone with a degree would have a high paying job. Everyone with all the certifications that are listed on the job description would have a high paying job. But guess what? They don't. So why not? What makes that different? The other rule is write proper, write, um, write professionally, write a certain way to get the job, right? But the problem with that, everybody does that. So you don't stand out at all. So that's 3 rules. Next one, listen. Listen to people. Everyone else knows better than you do. Like the career counselor knows better than you do. Your parents know better than you do. Your colleagues know better than you do. The people on LinkedIn who are struggling know better than you do. No, that's actually not true either. You know more than you think you know. You got to tune into your own intuition. But you can also create your own path. So people think that you have to listen to an authority figure, and that's what most of us have done our whole lives, is like asked to go to the bathroom, we have to raise our hands and ask permission, or we have to ask if we're allowed to do something a certain way instead of just doing it how we want to do it. And yeah, it might not always work out, but I can tell you, you'll learn way more from that in the real world than you will by trying to follow the rules. And the next one is the numbers game. Is people tell you to put a lot of importance on certain numbers in the job hunt. People will tell you it's very, very important that you apply to this many jobs per day. It's very, very important that you get a job within this amount of time. It's very, very important. And it's like, the numbers you really want to be tracking that will get you where you want to go much faster are not those numbers. So I want to help you break these rules the way that I did. And this is not something that I did once. It's something that I've done my whole career ever since my first breakthrough role right out of college. And it has consistently served me. So I really felt called to share this line of thinking, these examples, everything with you that I've done that has consistently led me to higher paying roles than people with my level of experience or education, and allowed me to work in really high value environments that have helped me grow and really supported me throughout my career, as well as the same mentality has really supported me through my entrepreneurship journey and creating this coaching company that I now have and love. So I want to invite you to sign up for a private audio series that I have. It's completely free. All you have to do is click the link below, and I'm going to show you how I broke the rules consistently. You'll kind of see a peek into the way that I think about things, the way that I kind of turn things on their head, the way that I make my own path, and how that has gotten me so much farther than the people who are not aware that they can do that, right? And so that's kind of what I want to share with you, is like, hey, you don't have to follow these rules actually. And continuing to follow them over and over and trying to do more isn't actually serving you. So here's a few different ways you can do it where you can actually get ahead of the competition. You can not even feel like you have to worry about competition because you have your own little way of making a path for yourself that's different from everyone else. So I share my examples in there, and the goal of the series is to get you thinking about how you can create your own path. And so the first one, I'll just give you a little rundown of what we cover in that audio series. And again, you can get it below. It's completely free. It's the one thing I did that cracked the opportunities open that didn't involve networking. So I did networking too. I love networking. I think it's golden. However, in this particular strategy, there is a thing I did over and over that worked that wasn't networking. So there's other ways. You don't have to do it networking. And the second one, the way that I spoke. So I chose bold words. I said things that other people told me not to say. I definitely broke the rules as far as the College Career Center had deemed them to be the be all and end all. I definitely paid attention to much different things, on writing communications to potential employers, to writing cover letters, to writing resumes. I paid attention to many different things, and I got very different results from that. So that's in audio number 2. Audio number 3 is how I throw out the education first rule. So we have this collective agreement as a society that education is the be all and end all to getting a high paying job. Well, I flipped that on its head. I broke it. That was not the way for me. And it might be the way for you. It might be the way for some people, but it wasn't for me. So I'm just sharing my experience here, because if you think you have to get a whole bunch of education before you can crack a high paying job, a lot of people who have already done that are still trying to solve the problem of getting into the high paying job. And that involves a different skill set entirely. So if you haven't done that, if you're not aware of how that could be done before you go and get all the education, I recommend you listen to the audio number 3. Audio number 4, how I knew I needed to throw out the authority voice that was capping my future. So you'll have authority voices in your life. There will be many of them. And some of them you might want to listen to, and some of them you definitely won't want to listen to. So I want to share with you why you want to listen to some and others not, how to identify which ones are going to serve you to listen to and which ones you can just throw away. And making this one distinction alone could really create a different path for you entirely, allow your earning capacity to be so much bigger than if you had listened to those authority voices that you don't even know are their voices. Like, a lot of people, they're walking around with these beliefs thinking, oh yeah, that's my voice, but really it's your mom's voice saying, you should be applying for more jobs, you should be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, right? So I share with you how you make that decision about who to listen to and who not to listen to. And just to do the caveat that I always like to say, when you're listening to me or anybody, just make sure that what you're hearing is resonating with you. And if it's not resonating with you, then feel free to throw it away. Nobody knows actually better than you do. So the last one, confession number 5, is about the numbers that so many people pay attention to that actually have no bearing on your success. They have no bearing on your results, yet everybody is obsessing over them. For example, the number of applications sent. Who flipping cares? There are so many more metrics, data points that we need to look at in the job hunt that are more important than the number of applications sent. Another one I really don't believe is worth looking at is the time spent in the job hunt. I don't believe that gives you any information whatsoever, because I'll get into it in the audio, but it just doesn't matter. What you do in that time, how you've been focusing your time, is much more important. So one thing that I used to think when I was applying for jobs, I'd be like, oh my God, but everyone else has so much more experience than I do. They have like 5 years experience and I only have like 1. And then what my dad said was, he's like, yeah, there's people who have listed 5 years experience on paper, but most of those people, they just have 5 years experience repeated one time, or repeated 1 year of experience repeated 5 times, because they haven't actually done different things, gotten different experiences. And me, in that 1 year, had done so much more and had so much more experience that it was how I positioned it. It wasn't the number of years. So I'm getting into that in the audio. I'm going to explain to you why and what to track instead, what numbers are going to be important to you. And I encourage you to get those audios right away. If you want to break the rules, to beat the odds, because really that's what we need to do. We need to break the rules. We need to be thinking differently. When everyone else zigs, we need to zag, we need to pivot, and we need to make our own path. And the faster you can start doing that and seeing what that looks like for you, the faster you will be successful. Okay. It's not about doing the same things over and over. It's not about doing more. It's not about more applications. It's not about more interviews. It's about breaking the rules and doing things differently and learning more along the way and getting where you're going faster. So if you want my philosophy for that, get the audios. They're completely free. You can download them below. There is a link down below, and let me know what you thought. Give me some feedback on the audios. Tell me if anything clicked for you. What was it that like resonated for you? Did you get a new result right away? And I'd love to hear from you. So if you're watching this on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. If you like this, if you found this useful, if you're going to sign up for the audios, and give me a thumbs down. If you did not like it, and then probably don't come back, and leave me a comment, and preferably make it a nice one, because I like the nice comments better than I do like the mean ones, but I can handle both because that's the nature of the game. So thank you so much for being here, for being a fan or not, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.